Hey everyone, welcome to episode 75 of Secret Sauce, the Restaurant Marketing Podcast, day 8 of the 7-day Restaurant Marketing Challenge. Cool. Alrighty, so we made it. We made it through. Hopefully, you have done everything that we had in the 7-day Restaurant Marketing Challenge. Now, the big thing is that the first time that you do these things is the hardest. And that's because there probably weren't processes in place. I know that, so on day 1, we wanted you to have a look at your Google Analytics. You know, how many people go to your website? What's the reach for your Facebook page? How many orders do you get? How many bookings do you get? How much revenue do you make on a weekly basis? Now, revenue should be the easiest one to do. You should just go into your POS software and it should tell you, or your accounting system or whatever. You know what? Some people will have struggled with that. And you know what? If you struggled with that, it was probably going to be a tough 7 days. But if you manage to get the hardest thing out of this day, I would have thought would have probably been getting your Google Analytics data, because your website may not have even had Google Analytics on it. If you manage to get into Google Analytics, or you manage to get it put on by your web developer, and you've gone in and have a look at it since, you now know how your website is going. And so you can now start playing with the kind of things that are going to increase the amount of traffic that you're getting to the website. And I think that that's exciting. Same with Facebook. You'll have seen, particularly when we ran that ad, you'll have seen the vast difference between just putting stuff up, maybe tagging a few people in, and putting some stuff up, tagging some people in, and running a Facebook ad to it. You'll have seen probably, I would have thought, maybe 10 times the engagement. And maybe a lot more than that. I don't know. I'd be keen to hear your feedback on it. Orders, bookings, are you tracking those numbers? Are they KPIs that you're looking at? And finally, revenue, really important. The next day, we created a special menu item. Now, can you do this on a weekly basis? Maybe, maybe not. And some people are going to say, James, that's absolute madness. Well, is it? There are some restaurants who do the menu at the start of the day after they come back from the market. Now, that's pretty intense. I'm sure that they've got higher frequency of customers coming back because the menu's always changing. There's a lot of discipline, a lot of rigor, and a lot of work required in doing that. But I think maybe trying embedding that innovation process into the restaurant on a weekly, maybe fortnightly, should be definitely monthly basis. You're going to get to know what works from a menu costing point of view. You're going to get to know what works from an Instagram point of view, and your customers are going to know that there's always something new going on in the restaurant, and that's going to give them a reason to come back, try out those new things. You'll dramatically increase the following that you've got on Facebook, because people are going to want to follow you to find out what is new that you've got. The next thing we did, we put a post on Facebook, nothing special, no call to action, just a picture of the item that you did the day before. And we talked about potentially doing a Facebook Live, either or. I can't stress this enough. It's really hard doing Facebook Live. I do Facebook Live. I find it very stressful. And I know a lot of restaurant owners do. I know some restaurant owners who don't, but if you're like me, you will be stressed out about it. But Facebook loves it. So that's why I do it, because it's the easiest way to reach the audience that I need to reach. Now, for some of you, it'll be the first time that you posted on Facebook. I'm deeply suspicious that there'll be people there who had to go and create a Facebook page. If you did, awesome. You've gone and created a Facebook page. You're one step closer to that marketing success that you need to build the restaurant that you want. Really keen to see some of the things that people will have put up. Day 4, we went and updated the website. And, hey, this is all about the restaurant revolution. Take back the power. It's your website, your story. You should be in control of it. Obviously, you want someone who can help you. And I know for all of our web customers, we get lots of requests on a daily basis. Help us update this photo, help us do this, help us change the menu. And, of course, we do all of that with a really quick turnaround time. But we also have a lot of restaurants who, and it's interesting, I've gone and I've been talking to potential customers, and I've said, and there's this website here, and you go and you look at it and go, oh, I wonder what's happened here. And either they've made a little bit of a mistake, or they've done something, and I'm expecting to show them a picture from, I've talked through, and they've great website, they've got this, this, and this. You bring it up and it's completely changed. And that's because the restaurant themselves has completely changed it. They've had their own designer come up with some new artwork, and they've done all sorts of amazing things with it. And you go, wow, This is really cool. So it's about taking back the power, and particularly when you're thinking about, if you've got a great photo, if you take a photo of something that has gone really well, you might want to put that up on the website. You might want to put it on the front page. You might want to put it in the gallery. If you're thinking about a new niche, you should be creating that page and putting it up there. It costs nothing to do that. And if it's a great niche, you could make $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 out of it. This is one thing that we haven't talked about, is what is a niche worth to you? If you have a reputation as the best vegetarian restaurant in your town, what is that going to mean? And there's so many vegetarian restaurants who don't even do a really good job of telling Google that that is the niche that they're in. And you'll have other restaurants which aren't strict vegetarian restaurants who are actually doing a much better job because they're marketing their story a lot better. You've got to have an epic story, and then you've got to tell that story in a way that makes sense for everyone who needs to hear it. Now, that will take a bit of time because Google needs to index that. So it'll be interesting to see over time how much traffic you will get in that increase. And this is one of the things that we're always looking to increase the traffic to marketing for restaurants. Now that we then went through running an ad on Facebook, and I know, look, some people had a bit of trouble with this. There is the our running your first Facebook campaign. That's there if you need help. It's not overly complicated to run your first campaign. And once again, it wasn't about, we didn't want to boost the Facebook post. What we wanted to do was to create a proper engagement type campaign in Facebook, go through it and just see what sort of response you get. And the big thing is that I hope a lot of people will have seen a dramatically increased engagement with each of the posts that they were putting in. And that was what it was designed to do. Now that you've run your first ad, I hope that you really understand that it's not rocket science and that you can go through and play with it. If you want to get a much better understanding of it, do our course or just fiddle with it, play with it. It's a pretty robust system. You're not going to break it. One thing I would warn though is make sure you keep tight control on your budget. You don't want to leave an open-ended budget for the next 3 years. You want to be going in there. And it's part of my daily routine. Every morning I go and have a look at the campaigns that we're running and how well they're going. Next, we went through and sent an email. So either using MailChimp, using our system, or using some other email marketing system out there, driving people out there to open an email, click through, and to take some sort of action. To get the story out, have you changed the menu? Are you running an event? Are you trying to drive people from the Saturdays and Friday nights when you're turning people away? Try and grab some of those people and bring them forward into a Tuesday or a Wednesday night. One of the best yield utilization tools out there. And we then went through monitoring it, so that you can find out what the effectiveness of it is. And if you made it through the 7-day restaurant marketing challenge, then congratulations to you. Well done. If you stumbled on a couple of the challenges, hey, that's okay. The interesting thing I find is there are some people out there who crush it on Facebook and don't do email marketing. There are some people who crush it with email marketing and aren't on Facebook. There are some people who just crush it with SEO on their website and don't do either of the other two. Find the bit that works for you. It's got to meet with your skill set, your story, the way that you want to work, the way that you want to grow the restaurant. So you don't need to do all of them. I think the big thing is to at least try them. If you're having problems with them, hit us up. We might be able to help you out with a few of the simple stuff. But yeah, I think if you've gone through and done, half of this or at least half, then you're well on the way. What you want to do is you want to go back and you want to do each of the things just a little bit better. Maybe spend a little bit more time in Google Analytics, diving under the dashboard, finding out where the traffic's coming from, what's the pattern been like over the last year, what are the improvements that you can make, how can you send a better email, how can you improve the website so that it markets and sells your story in a better way, how can you run a better ad on Facebook. All around increasing orders, increasing bookings, increasing revenue so that you can then increase the profitability for your restaurant. And so that is pretty much it. I would be really keen to get the feedback on how you've gone with the 7-day restaurant marketing challenge. And I'm really keen to, particularly around, have you had any revenue wins? Not so much in the actual challenge, but I'd be really keen if you could drop me a line to say, we ran an ad and it went okay, but I could see the potential for it, and I then ran an ad doing this, this, and this, and we had this photo, and, we generated $5,000, $10,000 worth of revenue, or it was seen by 1,500 people, or we had a Facebook video that was seen by a million people. I'd be really keen to get some of those kind of stories. I think that would be really exciting. But at the end of the day, we tried to make this a cool and fun way for you to get some more resources under your belt to help tell the story about what makes your restaurant unique. So that's about it. Congratulations. Well done on making it through to day 8 of the 7-day restaurant marketing challenge. And we're keen to hear from how your restaurant is going. You have an outstanding day. Bye.
Want more customers for your restaurant, cafe or takeout? Every month, our marketing tools and information are used by thousands of restaurant owners just like you to help them find more customers and turn them into repeat customers. All of our tools and information is designed specifically for restaurant owners. We know you don't have a lot of time to spend marketing or learning complicated procedures, so our tools are quick and easy to use. If you're looking to increase your revenue and profits or want to work less hours, check out marketingforrestaurants.com.